What's up, guys? Welcome to another video on the channel. We've been pumping out this content, trying to get as much rush content out there, so that way everybody can have the best experience possible when starting this game. So in this video, one question will kind of around the same question that people have been asking, like, what are the best monsters to use and a tier list. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. I hate doing tier lists. The reason why I hate doing tier lists is because everybody has an opinion. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. But it's not even just that. It's more because of the fact that it's just like the tier lists kind of make people divisive, and I don't like that. Also, I truly stand on this. I don't think tier lists are that much needed for the game in the current state. I think a little bit later on down the line, maybe like in a couple months, a tier list may be needed, but right now there really isn't much of a tier list because of just how the game is. There are obviously some better monsters, and I'm going to point those out in a video, but at the current moment, I'm not making a tier list. I know people really want me to make a tier list, or people want a tier list, but I'm making this so that way people just can uh focus on the monsters that they're getting and go from there. But let me go over some of the better monsters in the game for people that really just want to know, like, who should you focus on and who are some of the best monsters to have. But before we get into the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell me how much you're liking the game, give me feedback, because eventually I'll probably have a meeting with us, or somebody that come to us about the game. So I want to be able to give certain feedback to them, so that way we could get it implemented into the game. Like, I know people are asking for, like, being able to change servers. I don't know why we don't have that. But just let me know. Drop it in the comment section. I mean, Contours follows everything I do, so as long as you guys voice your opinions and voice how much you're liking it or what you would like for the game to be better, you know it goes a long way. So make sure to drop that in the comment section, like the video if you like the video. Okay, now to the monsters. All right, so the first monster I kind of want to talk about, because it's currently on banner, is Sabrina. Sabrina is actually really, really freaking good. I do like the damage dealt up aspect of Sabrina, and I do think she has immense value right now because it's a banner. These games really do revolve around banners, because if you go all in on a banner, it allows you to be able to start up a monster very quickly, which goes a long way in this game. So for people that are asking, like, oh, Sabrina or Grogan, I do like Sabrina a little bit more than Grogan, mainly because of the ally damage dealt up. That is a pretty cool ability, because in the beginning it's kind of hard to, maximize your damage. So skills like this help you maximize your damage. So I just wanted to get her out the way currently because she's on banner. If she's not on banner at the time you're watching this and you got Sabrina, pretty good pickup. But I'm doing this literally on day 2 of the game launching. So if you're watching it within the day 2, Sabrina's a good go for it. And I would definitely go for her if you want to. If you're like one banner or the other, I would definitely go for Sabrina. Quite literally, because she buffs your team, and that's pretty valuable in these types of games. You want, like, people that buff your team and allow you to do more damage or give your team more survivability, because it's really, really nice to have. Another monster, I gotta bring it up because everybody is bugging crap out of me the first day. Cassandra. If you get Cassandra, keep her in your team. She doesn't leave. And the reason why is because she gives your team the crit rate buff, and just being able to give your team 20% crit rate is super, super valuable, because of the fact that you want to do as much damage as possible. So unfortunately, she is not on Summoner's Road. I wish she was still on Summoner's Road. They removed her. They probably know the sauce. So if you get Cassandra, doesn't leave. She stays on your team. She doesn't go anywhere. Really, really valuable. Unless somebody comes out in the future that gives a crit rate buff, don't do it. And I think, and she also gives herself attack speed buff when you awaken her at 5, was 7 apparently. So you get to 7, yeah, she's gonna be like crazy if you maximize on this unit. It actually seems like she's gonna be insane. So yeah, Cassandra is on your team. She doesn't leave. Keep her there. Don't remove her. Another monster I praise highly is Light Monkey. Light Monkey is the only nat 5 in the game currently that defense breaks. So if you don't have Light Monkey, there are alternatives. There are Shannon. Shannon's pretty good. She's a 4 star though. This video is primarily focused on 5 stars. So people are like, "Oh, we're the 4 stars or 3 stars." I'm sorry, I'm focusing on 5 stars because that's what everybody's been asking me. So this video will primarily be focused on 5 stars. So you have Light Monkey, only monster that defense breaks in the game. Well, only 5 star monster that defense breaks in the game. So he's another monster. Once you get him, you don't remove him because of the fact that once he lands that defense break on the boss just goes down. The boss, like, he's a very, very valuable monster because of that. And it's also level 5, so it's just the high. I think the highest currently, which is level 5. So if you get Light Monkey, congratulations. He's actually really, really good. Make sure you level him up. He is a non-remover. He stays forever unless something else comes out and the meta changes. But right now, you keep him. Another monster I praise pretty highly is Chasun. Chasun is just really, really good, primarily because of the fact she's the only monster that heals. So just having her in your team allows you stay alive a lot longer, which allows you to pretty much like make sure you use your abilities and keeps you in boss fights a little bit longer. So I think Chasun's pretty good. I am not removing her from my team. There are people that don't like her. That's totally fine. I'm just letting you know my opinion on Chasun. I think she is she does not leave. She's really good for boss battles. For defense, you shouldn't use her honestly because her healing doesn't really do anything honestly because you don't need to heal. But but for boss stages, I think she is a non-removal and you should use her. So unfortunately, like for like in the beginning, you may have her in your defense stages because like you're leveling her up. But ideally, you should keep her. She's like really, really good for boss stages because of the fact of just keeping your team alive because she's the only person that can literally do it in the game. So personally, I like Soon. I'm not removing her. One of my favorites, and I think she's really, really great. Another monster I'm starting to use more now, especially since I'm in the higher boss stages, is Ophilia. She's really, really great, primarily because she gives everybody a defense up. So again, this is more a survivability thing. Once you get higher, things start hitting a lot harder. So just her giving your team a defense buff for 10 seconds is really, really nice because of the fact that, just trying to stay alive is essentially very, very key because that kind of ties in with Chasun. Chasun will keep you healed up. And then that pretty much allows you to again use your abilities, which allows you to burn down a lot of bosses. So these are like really, really good monsters for like boss battles. Like my tier list is not tier list, it's not tier list. I keep saying I don't want to say tier list. But my recommendations are primarily just for boss stages because boss battles are super duper important in the game. And so you want to have a team that can allow you to progress in boss battles because that's just a core part of the game. So these are the monsters I'm using. If you want to see my formation, these are the teams I'm using. Oh, actually, I'll just throw in She was. She was just another one that's like, get her. Get her for Summoning Road. She's another monster. She will not leave. She's getting like everything. She's getting boss battle, defense battles. Like she's a really, really good monster. Definitely pick her up. Now back to my formation. I just want to throw that in there. This is what I'm using currently. For people that are curious, this is my team. So far I am now at boss stage 1021. So I'm getting pretty up there. Getting up there. My gear's getting there. So it's all been pretty good. Also, I want to just cap this video off by throwing in some other tips for people that may not know, because I sure didn't. When it comes to your Sky Island defense, didn't know about this. They added in the previous events that were before global launch. So when I play on the Thai server, they have this Tessarion event. You can go back to the Tessarion event once you're done with 412, but these are the first two events in the game that we didn't have access to because this game came out in Thailand before it came out globally. So if you guys are stuck and you want to get a chance to get some more rewards, come here. I know people are saying like the boss stages are like these like event stages are pretty hard. Just do what you can. Try to see what you can. They don't go away apparently. So if you guys want to try to get some extra rewards, come here and make sure you knock the come here, go to campaign, knock these out if you can. Just another way to get some rewards, just in case anybody was wondering about anything else to do in the game. There you go. Campaign is there. You got the 412, you got the current event. So it's good to know that once these events are over, they technically don't leave, and people can come back at any time. Hopefully they keep it this way, and knock out earlier events for extra rewards, which is pretty cool. Doesn't seem like there's a shop that's only with current events, but this allows people that come into the game a little bit later. It allows them to actually get some rewards from the older events. So you especially want these magic orbs because yeah, I know I love some magic orbs. But yeah, just throw it out there just in case you guys didn't know. One more thing that they literally added this at global launch is monster deployment. So right here, I gotta show you, right, Sky Patrol. Make sure you deploy monsters that you are able to do. That's kind of fun that they're talking. I didn't realize they were talking this whole entire time. Um, but make sure you deploy monsters that allow you to get back rewards. So it actually is pretty beneficial to level up because again, like I was saying this like for like your main team, but now it kind of goes to like more monsters and more critters on your team as well. So make sure that you are trying to level up a little bit more monsters so that way you can send out more monsters on patrol. So it is really important. Now, in my opinion, the monster XP dungeon is probably is probably the better dungeon to use your keys on if you get those boxes that give you extra keys because you need to level up more monsters and that's like super duper great now. So make sure you do that. Also level up your critters as well. Make sure to level up more than one critter because even though the critter is not deployed, their stats still apply to your team. I think it says it like right here. Yeah, apply to all monsters, even the critter is not deployed. So it's actually pretty beneficial to level up more critters. I would highly suggest critters that do accuracy, crit damage, crit rate, HP, all pretty valuable to do. Evasion and attack speed is kind of whatever. I wouldn't even level that one, but level up more critters. So that way you can send out more critters in a deployment or the campaign. What is it called again? It's called Sky Patrol. So in the Sky Patrol, try to level up a little bit. Try to level up some monsters like level 20 because level 20 isn't too much of an investment. Then then as you're like focusing, if there's nothing you maintain to focus, like just level some more monsters from the bottom, primarily like your other nat fives, because that'll make it a little bit easier. Like I can't do some of these because I gotta level up more critters. I can't do it. So just a tip for you guys in case you guys didn't see this part of the game. So that way, you guys get as much rewards as possible. But yeah, that's it. Just want to keep this video pretty short. Again, I don't want my videos to get too long because a lot of people getting complaining my videos get too long. I don't want to waste your time. So just want to throw it out there. This is my team. This is my level. I want to keep the progress going. And if you guys haven't caught me live, I do stream live on Twitch and YouTube. I do usually stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturday, and Sundays. Those are usually my day of streaming. If not, you can catch me in the Summers World Rush Discord, which I will link in the description. It's good to see that people have found the Discord through my videos because it's hard to find. Trust me, it is very hard to find. But I'll make sure I put it in the description for everybody to find. You can come to Discord and talk about Summers World Rush for everybody because we're trying to find some new tech. People are trying. There's one thing people are trying right now where basically they're trying to go to like they're farming like different boss stages, like I mean different stages. Like they'll go to 801 or 901 and see if that translates into more rewards. It did not work for me. I did the math. I'll probably show the math on screen. It didn't work out for me, but you could try it out for you if you're a person who, if you're at a certain boss stage, try to go to a different boss stage and farm that and compare the numbers to see uh, where the bigger rewards are at. So for some people, they found out that basically if they farmed a lower stage, over time they got more rewards because they were killing the enemies a lot faster on the lower stages than the higher stages. So try that out for you. Didn't work for me, but it could maybe work for you. So we're just trying to find some tech. I'm trying to just send out the tech to everybody so that way they can have an easier time in this game. But yeah, any questions, any concerns, any comments, any feedback, throw it in the comment section below. I will catch you guys later and peace.